We are back. Welcome back
Welcome, welcome.
to the Touch Base. This is episode. I don't know what episode this is, but we're back. Welcome back to the Touch Base.
Yeah,
You welcome back to the Touch
thank
Base.
you. I think my last touch base was like last year, right before I got pregnant. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess it's fitting that we do these
It's very
right
fitting.
around this time, huh?
Yes.
So, damn, it's been a year. I've seen you obviously in between this year, but it's been a whole year. It's been a massive year. You, since I've had a massive year just in yourself.
Yeah.
A new baby, new property,
Mhm.
still one of the top producers in the office.
Mhm.
If you had to describe this season of your life in one word, what would that be and why?
It would be blessed.
Oh, I like that. Okay, that's okay.
Because everything's been a blessing. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of new things to navigate. Like you said, a baby, my first one, that has changed the trajectory of so many things, my career, my schedule, my relationship with her dad, obviously, in a new way, my husband. But everything's just been a blessing. I see life with a new lens now since becoming a mom. And
I do have to say congratulations
Thank
on
you.
everything. Like you've been killing it. It's been a massive
Thank you.
year, so I can imagine that obviously there's a lot of changes
Yeah.
going on, a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
But you're doing it with grace. You're handling it. You're making it look good. You're making. I don't want to say making it look easy because I don't want to like
Discredit,
negate what it is that you're doing, but you're doing it, and so definitely got to say congratulations. Definitely want to give you your flowers and make sure that you know that people see you.
Yeah.
We see you, we hear you. I feel you, I feel for you. You know what I mean? Things like that. So I'm just glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're smiling. I'm glad that the word you chose to use is blessed because with all of these new things that come, I'm sure that there are a lot of other words that we can
Yeah.
use. So
For sure. For sure. Lack of sleep for one of the no.
tired, just tired, just use tired.
Exhausted.
But that's real estate
Yeah.
in a nutshell. Yeah. Jink, show me a soda. All right, so what did becoming a mom teach you about yourself, and what do you bring now into your business that you've
Yeah.
learned?
First off, I've found such a newfound respect for other mothers, my own mother specifically. You don't realize how much it is to go through until you go through it.
Yeah.
And to think she did that 5 times over.
But you have
I
four
just-
siblings?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah, and the second to last. To think she did that so many times and she still, even while being a working, tired mom, showed up for us in the ways that she did. Like, I just don't know how she did it.
Y'all are super,
could cry
super,
about it.
super people, super women. We
Yes.
love moms.
Yes.
Mom, I love you. If you're watching,
We love you, Kyle's mom, too.
we love Maya's mom too. We love all the moms.
All the
Moms, we love y'all.
Shout out moms.
Yeah, the world obviously wouldn't be here without y'all, but
Yeah.
you ladies definitely help the world go round, and keep us grounded. Me,
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
me, keep me grounded because I'm not a mom. I would never understand, but definitely got to give you all your flowers.
And in terms of applying it to my business, it's just given me so much more firepower and motivation because before, if I failed, I almost had a safety net. I have my husband, I can fall back on him, I'm good. But I'm like, there's no safety net when you have a child. Like, you are the safety net now. And if I fail her. I can't do that. She still has her dad, obviously, but she needs us both. We have to be there for her in the ways that she can't fend for herself yet. So it's a lot of pressure to know that, like, you're setting up this person for life. You're setting up, them financially, but just in general, like, their social interactions, their speech, like, everything is shaping this person. And I just have to use that to drive me to do more and be more. And I feel like it's also just made me so much more intentional and the ways that I connect with people and help people, and it's brought me new connections because now I can relate to so many more of my clients that before it's like, oh yeah, you're a mom, you know, whatever. Now I get it. I understand it. I internalize it. So I think it just drives me more. It just drives me. Mm-hmm.
Good. That is insightful, and I'm glad that it's something that you can again take into your business and to give you a new insight, because that's definitely something that you can utilize to get further, but also to touch more people and help more people. We've had conversations before. You know, I talked to the agents in the office. I think some of the most valuable opportunities or conversations happen in moms groups.
Yeah.
Facebook groups on private Facebook groups on Facebook, and moms sharing information, resources, referrals, just everything.
I think people also have like a stronger trust with moms because you're like, okay, you can take care of a kid. You got me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we trust you. Yeah, so I think that also helps. But yeah, like there would be jokes in the office, like me and Randall always picking at each other. Like when I got pregnant, like he'd be like, oh, my top producer, she's getting taken out the game. Like, blah, blah, blah. I told him, I was like, no, nothing is going to stop me. Like, trust me, this is not going to stop me. This is going to make me go harder. And I'm just glad that I've been able to like embody that because you just never know what's on the other side of that hospital room. You don't. But,
you never do.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we have beautiful Aaliyah. And we were obviously talking before this, and you said that she's perfect. She's a great baby.
She's the best.
I think that matters, so shout out to her. Because kids could have bad vibes.
Yeah.
They could give off bad vibes.
She could have been clingy. She could have been whiny, but nah, she chilling. She's chilling.
So good. Yeah. Shout out to you, boss lady.
Top producer in the making.
Yeah, hey, and she was 2 days out of the womb writing offers and
Literally, the day we got sent home, which was one day after I had her, we were writing offers and sending offers and getting accepted offers.
You had our group chat lit.
I was literally holding her, and she's just this tiny little peanut, and I'm just like typing what one.
That's what's up. So can you talk to me about the moment that you decided to buy a property while on maternity leave?
Listen.
Meaning no money coming in, or not no money coming in, but like you're not.
Well, for me, no money coming in because
you're not actively working. Just you know, you're taking the time to deal with the family. But talk to me about that moment. Just deciding like, all right, yo, let's make this happen.
I had closings. I had money coming in, but not at the rate that it was. We don't, as independent contractors, get like a paid maternity leave or anything. So I knew in advance that this could make or break some things. It's a big investment, but ultimately, me and Yuri, we just had a conversation where, what do we want for her? What do we want for this life? Where do we want to be? And ever since we purchased that first property, the goal was just always to grow more. And I feel like everything just aligned at that time. It just happened to be and work out perfectly. But it was very scary when we were under agreement, when we were looking at other homes. We fell out of agreement with a couple homes. That could be a whole episode in itself. But it just happened to work out, and I'm just glad that it did, honestly, because...
Same. I think, but also there's something to be said, not only just from just the trials and tribulations that you guys went through, but the distance. I mean, it was you to buy something that far out and make a commute and do things like that. That put a different responsibility on you and Yuri. It put you guys, I guess, in a different position just as far as both of your businesses go.
Yeah. So essentially, we were in Brockton. Now we're in Springfield, 2 hours away. I still have to keep my business out here alive. He has to do the same. So ultimately, it was just a sacrifice we had to make. You know what I mean? If we want bigger, if we want more, and we want to set her up, that's what we're going to do. And right now, that market just made the most sense. It's,
Are you going to expand your business out there?
I'm thinking about it.
All right, well,
so I have other clients under agreement over there. And I have
Tasha
a couple,
like 2 deals over there.
Yeah, and I have a couple clients interested in going over there now that they've seen me invest there, and I've seen literally every house on the market there, every single house. Well, so
I'll build around you, right?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Just give me the green light.
Listen, guys, but it's actually crazy because We had closed on the property 2 weeks before we had her. She came 2 weeks early. And the night before...
So you gave her an eviction notice?
By accident. I think I actually induced myself. I'm not even joking. I was painting the night before.
What? Why?
I was painting the house. So it's pregnancy safe paint. I looked into it. I asked the doctor, whatever. But I was painting because I'm just the type that can't sit down, and you're in this like mode, your final weeks of pregnancy. They call it like nesting mode. Okay. Where you just like, you want to do stuff. You want to get stuff done. You want everything to be laid out when the baby is here.
Mm-hmm. So you was painting in the nursery?
I was painting, yes. And then that night I started going into labor, and I was just like in denial. I was like, these are not contractions. This is not what this is. Yeah, very humbled very quickly. Next day, she was there. And from there, when she was like, I think it was literally like 4 days old. So we came back here to like stay with his parents and get help with the baby. When she was 4 days old, we went back and we like finished the unit.
Oh, man.
We're crazy. But yeah, it just happened to work out really well for us, like timeline-wise and everything. But... all I have to say to people who want to get into real estate and everything is like, you just have to be comfortable taking the risk, because it is a risk. No matter how much we try to, pretty it up and doll it up and, whatever, but
it's tough.
It's a risk. It's a risk, but it's a very rewarding one. Very rewarding.
Yeah, as long as you make it to the other side, it's definitely rewarding. And you gotta fight through it. So, I'm glad that you were willing to take that leap. And believe in yourself. I mean, you're clearly a good bet. I'm glad that you were willing to bet on yourself, bet on y'all, and it seems like it's proven to be fruitful. And whatever you need from me to build into that next phase, let me know. All right. So, when did you realize that real estate was more than just a job for you? Like, was there a moment that it clicked? Was it?
Yeah.
Was it a series of moments? How did that play out?
Last October.
I was going to say, yeah, okay, cool.
Last October, I went full time. And a couple weeks.
That was a task in itself.
It was.
Getting you to quit your job was the probably one of the hardest things I had to do last year.
It was so hard for me. One, I'm such a people pleaser. So I'm such a people pleaser. So I just was guilty about leaving that job and leaving the people that I had built strong bonds with, that company, like I loved it. I loved who I worked with, but I hated the job. The job itself, I dreaded going every single day. And I think right before I put in my 2 weeks was where I had that moment, or like that turning point where I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. This is not for me. You know how they say, like, when you're in that 9 to 5, and it's for some people, but it's not for everyone, you just feel like a robot. I was doing the same thing every single day. And just to put in perspective for people, what I was doing was sterile compounding. So every single day I'm scrubbing up. I'm going in this room where sometimes you're alone, sometimes you're not, but there's no music, there's no nothing. You're just there combining drugs in your own head and for hours and hours, and then you come out on lunch and you go back in. And for me, that routine, nothing. That routine was horrible. Like, for me, I just felt like I was putting myself in jail. I'm someone who, I need that social interaction. I need to be doing things. I need to be moving around. To be stationary for that long, like, you can't even sit in there. You're just...
Really?
No.
They don't give you a stool?
No, you're up. It was really a lot physically and mentally, and I was just ready to be done. So right before I put in my 2 weeks, I think I was just at that point where I was just, I was tired of it. I was dreading going in. And I just don't think you should be at that point. Like, I was more ready to take the risk on myself and bet on myself than stay there another day. Like,
if it's a chore to be there,
it was.
That is your sign.
That's your sign to go.
So if you're at a job and it's a chore to get there, if it's something that you dread going to, maybe find something else to fill your time with.
Yeah.
Maybe find something that you're passionate about, or see if you could find a line of work and something that you are passionate about. Oh yeah, just give me a call. We are hiring. We have a ton of opportunity, a ton of leads. A ton of resources and systems. Shameless plug, but yeah, if you're looking, I'm hiring.
I think the biggest thing too is like if something feels like it's draining your battery and then you go do something else that's like fueling you up, it's like, why am I even still doing that other thing? Like I would come into the office and Randall would be getting me all amped up and I'm on the phones and I'm doing this and I'm doing showings and then okay, now I gotta climb back into my drug making hole, the sterile compounding pharmacy, and I can't talk to my clients. I have missed calls. Kyle and Randall know where I am and can't get a hold of me.
Yeah, that's
it
the
was
scariest
just
part.
it was too much.
And you know what? I didn't necessarily plan on bringing this up, but just because it's in the vein, I think also it limits the opportunities that you're able to capitalize on. I mean, we had a situation where we lost a client because you were at work.
Yeah.
And obviously we're good. We get past that. It's not the end of the world. But I think
we could talk about it.
Okay.
We can talk about it.
But in that, I think in that the lesson there is just if you know you should be doing something and you have opportunities, sometimes like you said, you got to take that risk. You have to believe, and sometimes you have to lose an opportunity to understand.
You do.
What is in front of you and how the constraints in your life are limiting you.
Yeah. So essentially, I had a client. Kyle trusted me with a lead of his. And I was taking them out on showings. And one day, last minute, they wanted to see a house. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm coming from work, but like, let me just do it because this could be the one. Not realizing that me showing up in scrubs probably wasn't the best idea because it kind of gave the impression that I'm doing something else and I'm not here for you 24/7 as I should be. And it did just that and they fired us. And it took that to kind of open up my eyes and be like, if I really want this, if I really want to do this and build with it, I have to be in it. I can't part-time this. I can't try to work around, everything else. And if someone's making it work, let me know, but I couldn't. I had to be in this full time for it to work.
Again, part of it is the job that you had. I think a lot of people get into real estate because they think it's flexible and all that, and obviously a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah.
But the fact that you were stuck in a room for
no
X amount of hours,
nothing.
you can't have your phone. People can't get in contact with you, and you know what I mean. So it's things like that. You're not necessarily thinking, "Hey, I gotta go do a show and let me pack a change of clothes." All that. Just the mind state that you had to be in for that job. It's tough to do both.
Exactly.
So I think for you to, and you were doing both, so we can't discredit that. For you to do both, see some success with it. There's credit that needs to be given there, but also.
But I think I could have done so much more.
Well,
so much more.
Based on the evidence, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, that's not to say that you didn't realize it in real time and made the adjustment.
Yeah.
So, gotta give you your flowers.
And again, another risk that I just had to take. Everybody on social media, everybody in real life, you hear them repeatedly say in their goals or just whatever, I want generational wealth. I want generational wealth. I want generational wealth. And I don't think that comes without sacrifice, without risking.
Not at all.
Everything, without, putting a bet on yourself.
So, all right. So, to go from that, losing a client, to quitting your job, to becoming the top producer in the office.
Crazy.
Wild. Wild.
While pregnant.
Whilst pregnant and postpartum. Wild.
And putting all my money into real estate.
Hey, you needed to fund the real estate.
Yes.
But what would you say is one misconception about being the top producer that you wish more people knew or understood?
I think the biggest misconception is that we're someone who can just take everything that we're given and work with it and be fine. They don't realize that there's still so much work behind the scenes. Like, we're not just handed things or, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't just come to us. Like, sure, we get referrals, we get word of mouth, we get leads, whatever. But there's still so much work, if not more work, that goes behind that. Like, I'm telling you, you look at any company and you look at a top producer and they're all smiling and life is so good. I promise you, inside, it's a little hectic in there.
Oh, for sure.
It's overwhelming. But I think the biggest thing is everyone just sees you on like this, high level, and it's like, no, we're still just waking up every day and figuring it out too.
Put your
And
shoes on one
I
foot at
think
a
it's
time.
just the reason I am where I am is because I just wanted it and I just put in the work. And we had a conversation before this. I was like, you just have to wake up and work. Like, as much as sometimes you don't want to do it. Like, do you think here's a real biggest misconception. Do you think I want to get up at work 24/7?
No.
I want to be in bed, hot cocoa, baby in hand, me and my husband watching Stranger Things. I do not want to get up and go show you 25 houses for you to tell me you hate all of them. Okay, I don't want to do it. But why do I do it? Because there's so much more to it than that. There's so much more that comes out of it. Like, I truly get such a rewarding feeling when, like, we're on closing day and you see your client's face taking those keys out of your hand, and you just know, like, you just changed their life. Like, there's so
Amen.
much more to it than just,
No, for real.
I think just everyone thinks our job in general is just opening doors and showing them the latest windows and hardwood floors. No, it's so much more than that.
Well, they don't see
They don't
see the
so
hours that
much.
you put into your business when you're not in the office. They don't see
Exactly.
the
And that's kind of what I'm trying to, like, get across is, like, there's so much work. There's
no,
so
of
much
course.
work.
Shit, they don't sit in on the weekly coaching sessions that you do. They don't sit in on the mentor meetings. They don't know what it takes to actually reach that height.
Yeah.
They just see it, they hear it, sounds good, and So
Right.
I think in that, one thing that I would say too is the misconception is just piggybacking off of what you started with. You take anything that you're given. Yeah, sometimes the top producer will get some easy leads, but
Right.
part of it is because I know that you can convert. But nobody speaks about the fact that the top producer are also probably going to sometimes get some of the hardest leads.
Yeah.
Because I know you can convert.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I
Exactly.
think in that, they don't see the work, or they discredit the work that goes into being able to convert and being able to attack the things that we can't necessarily trust everybody else with.
Yeah. And I just feel like the whole outside perspective of, like, how we look as agents or top producers is just so skewed. Like, everyone will see me, they're like, "Oh, you're doing good. You're rich. You got money." I'm like, "What?"
Well, that's because you look rich on social
Like,
media
listen,
and in person.
I-
You look like money.
I make good money. You can't be a top producer and not make good money. But when you're taking the risk, like I'm taking, you're investing in real estate, you're investing in yourself, you're making that money work for you. Like, it's not glitz and glamour. I don't get to go buy expensive purses. I could, but I choose not to. So I think another misconception is just like, that I feel like everyone thinks it's so easy, and it's not. It's not at all.
At all. Even myself, I agree
Yeah.
with you with the misconceptions. It's like, yo, do y'all think I like getting up and putting a suit on and coming and
No,
sitting in the office
nobody
every
likes
day?
it. I'm sorry, guys. Nobody likes it. We just put up with it.
We do it because we know, we put up with it, but it's because it's definitely beneficial, obviously from a financial standpoint. But I'm with you. I get a certain feeling
Yeah.
from helping somebody accomplish something.
And that's where the
Helping somebody reach a
passion
new goal.
lies. That's where the
1000%.
passion lies. Sure, I love, writing offers. Sure, I love seeing houses. I do. I love seeing houses. But it's so much more than that. When you look back on, like, that's why actually I'm so excited for our client appreciation gala in January, because when I get to see a room full of my clients that I helped, like, I just can't wait for that feeling.
Oh yeah, because last year's gala, obviously you were there.
Yeah.
You had a couple
I
clients
had
in there.
2 clients. I don't think either of them showed, actually. I don't think any of my actual clients were there.
Okay, well now
So,
this year,
yeah.
it's can probably be a room full of your people.
Yeah, so that's, you know what I mean? But, like, to know that you had that much impact,
It
yeah.
says a lot. It means a lot.
It
but
does.
it's a testament to the work that you put in. So I
I
love
try.
that.
I try.
So in that, okay. So
Uh-huh.
how has being a part of Xander shaped, changed, or affected the way that you show up as a professional?
In every single way. I mean, when I think back about that first meeting that I had with Randall where he recruited me, I thought I was coming in to talk about an off-market property. I don't even know how I got here, y'all.
That was funny.
No, but to think back to that day and to think that just one decision where I said yes and I signed those papers, that wasn't work itself. That was another task. That was hard. It took me about a week to sign those papers. But to think that one small decision literally changed the trajectory, I'm not even joking, of my life. Like, it just blows my mind. I don't even have the words for it, to be honest. I've been able to buy real estate. I've been able to take the time off with my newborn child. I've been able to, you know what I mean, like shape other people's careers and be a mentor all in such a short period of time. Like, it's made me such a stronger leader and professional. I feel like the way I carry myself, the way that I speak to people, it's motivated me to challenge myself. I was talking to you earlier about like working with higher profile clients or like that type of thing. It pushes you to try to learn more and know more because you realize, I don't know that much, you know what I mean? But you do. But
still, you got to be learning every day.
Yeah, it's just shaped me in that way. And I think here at Xander, you guys nurture us so well and you feed us with so much information, and like not just leads. Like everyone's always talking about leads. Like we have so many resources here. I don't think I even know them all, and I'm top producer. Like, you know what I mean? That you can't just you can't not be great. You can't not have success because there's just so much. But yeah, it's just changed me in every way. Like I don't even really have the words to describe it. Like it's literally changed me in every single way. Every single way.
Amen. I'll take
Thank
that.
you, Kyle.
No,
and Randall.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Randall. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Randall. I have to take time to at least give him his flowers because
no one realizes how much Randall does. Yeah.
Nobody,
except for us internally.
Yeah, but when I'm not able to deal with it, when I need to be dealt with and things like that, Randall keeps this ship going and he keeps me steady and things like that. So I think in that, thank you, Randall.
Thank you, Randall.
Thank you, Randall. I gotta look at the camera and say that because people don't know, they don't see. It's him being the second in command or number 2 in charge, however you want to look at it. But he is keeping this thing going when I'm not here, or even when I'm here and I can't focus. He's definitely making sure he's meeting with agents, he's doing things, he's making sure that this thing is keeping moving forward. So I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah. Everybody needs a Randall.
Yes. If you don't have, get you a Randall.
Get you a Randall.
and you can't have mine, all right?
No. Not this Randall, but a Randall.
Yeah, get you a Randall. You know, I mean, they out there. There's plenty of them.
I'm sure. Nobody like him. Nobody like him. Yeah, but...
but no, that's what's up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so switching gears just a little bit. Speaking of clients, you've been successful at helping sellers in this challenging market.
Very challenging.
What is the biggest mistake that you see sellers making before they even meet with an agent?
I think the biggest misconception with sellers is that they have time. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks like, oh, the market's going to get better and there's no buyers and no, you know, I don't want to sit. That type of thing. Like, no, the best time for you to sell is now because everyone is selling for a reason. And like, no one just gets rid of their biggest investment for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, whether it be a life change or whatever it is, if you're looking to start that next chapter, just do it now. Just act on it now. Okay, maybe if you waited 2 years, maybe you would have got 100,000 more. You probably are paying that in taxes when you go to sell, so it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like with buyers and sellers specifically, the best time is always now. You don't want to look back and regret the things that you didn't do. And I think too that stop feeding in so much to what you're hearing. Talk to a professional. I get so much, ChatGPT said this and Facebook said this, and you know, like just hone in a little bit.
40 years ago.
Yeah, like just hone in a little bit, get your, you know, facts together and talk to someone and figure out what really is best for you. And sometimes, you know, people that do want to sell, maybe it isn't the right decision for them, but that's why you talk to us and we help guide you. We're not always just trying to like put your house on the market and put our sign out front. Like sometimes we want to help you and help you realize what is the right decision. But if it's selling, like you can't be scared. I don't know. I think just it is scary. I get it, but
it is. All right, so
just, yeah.
To kind of move us forward a little bit.
Yeah.
If you could give sellers one piece of advice going into this 2026 market, what would it be? Because the writing on the wall is it's going to be a big year. We're hearing interest rates are going to come down.
Yeah.
We're seeing, the report came out last week that we've had a huge spike in buyer demand or mortgage applications.
Yeah.
and rates obviously haven't come down yet. There's not like just super crazy influx of inventory. It's not like builders just put a whole bunch of new stuff on. It's consumer confidence seems to be coming back, where they're just kind of like, yo, F what's going on, I gotta do this. And they're, it seems like we're gearing up for what will be a big year in 2026. Even all of the economists are saying appreciation will still be there. They're saying that I think they said we'll probably see an extra, I think it was an extra 500,000 transactions or something like that going into the year. So what, if you could give sellers one piece of advice going into this 2026 market, what would it be?
We all think it's going to be a big year, you know, and we all hope it is a big year. But I also want people to be realistic. Just because the whole is, you know, maybe selling for more, or there's these, you know, quick closings and 5 days on market, still going with the expectations that that's not going to happen, because I think everyone thinks that they have this, you know, really sought after thing. But not every house is like that.
It's like that.
And I think just people need to be a little more realistic. Like, we're going to help you get it to that level, but you have to take our advice. And I think just connect with the professional and listen to them. Because at the end of the day, if anyone knows what to expect, it's us. Yeah, I just see a lot of unrealistic expectations with sellers, but the more you're able to just educate people, the better it is.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. All right. So, what is one thing that you do for your sellers that it's behind the scenes?
A lot.
Like they don't even know, but it makes a huge impact to the final outcome.
I'm gonna tell you guys some stories about some of my sellers, but I just do everything that I can do. I want them to get the best return. I want them to be happy with the service that I've been able to give them, and sometimes that means coming out of my own pockets, you know what I mean? Sometimes that means putting in really late night hours to try to figure some things out. I just sold a house in Lynn recently, where I grew up, and when I first walked the property back in August, there was a tenant in the home. She was like half packed up and half not, and the seller was just a little bit disappointed because this isn't what he expected the property to look like. And he knew to sell it, it has to look better than it did. So what we did, we helped get the tenant out. We're still in the process of helping her find a permanent home for her to buy, but she's renting somewhere and she's comfortable. And we got cleaners in there. We redid the floors. I had my own husband and his father go do floors, and my father go do floors because nobody was available. We did paint. We put a dehumidifier in the basement. We cleaned it up real nice. We fixed things. I was in there cleaning myself. I bought a fridge to go in there. Like, just going above and beyond to get the seller what he needed. And when we closed, he was just crying, and he was just so grateful. Like, so grateful. And that meant so much more to me than whatever it is I spent. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Just doing whatever it takes.
Shit, I didn't even know you did all of that. So that's amazing.
Just doing what it takes to get that person what they need. Because at the end of the day, like, I always ask my sellers, like, okay, you're selling this property, but what's next? Like, what is the outcome that you hope to have out of this? Where are you going? You know, what is your story? Why do you even have this house in the first place? And I feel like that's the difference, is like really listening to those things and then helping make it happen. So I love doing that for my sellers. But aside from putting in actual sweat and tears into sales, is I have in-house staging, in-house contracting. We have the Xander Concierge Program, in-house cleaners, in-house photography, videography, 3D tours, drone tours, videos for social media marketing, professional photos. All of that I personally do from either me, my husband does all the video stuff and that stuff, and then we have obviously the connects for everything else. But anything that a seller needs, any single thing, I have somebody for it. And I think that's what makes us different here at Xander, and that's what makes me different as a listing agent. I'm not here to just put your house on the market and, you know, anyone can put up an MLS listing, host an open house, and put their sign out front, but who can really sell it? And we know what buyers are looking for.
And that's the thing, is it's an art form.
It is.
And it disheartens me. It actually pisses me off that people disrespect the profession because they think they can get away with PPP, which is put a sign in the yard,
Right.
put it on MLS, and pray that it sells.
No.
No. It's an art form. There's strategy that goes into this. There's tactics that go into it. There's actual work that goes into selling a home.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you mentioned that. Cause
Like, I don't
get
think
passionate.
people realize, like, the work that goes behind, like, every little thing. Like, I'm studying when is the best times to post for people to see it. What is the best way to boost ads? Who do I have to call? You know what I mean? To get this thing sold. Like, where am I looking for buyers if I'm not bringing my own buyer? If I am bringing my own buyer, where am I getting them? Like, there's just so much more work than people think that goes into it. And,
1,000%. Okay. So now that was sellers. Switch gears talking about buyers. Because you work with buyers across all different price points.
everywhere, yeah.
How do you help buyers stay confident when the market feels like it's unpredictable or they don't even want to approach it?
Yeah, again, just education. That's the biggest thing you can do. Because I think the biggest downfall of our society as a whole right now, but also one of the biggest strengths, is the extremely large amount of information we're able to get so easily. There's so much information at your fingertips, it's almost overwhelming, but that means there's also a lot of misinformation. And so you have a lot of people come forward and they think things are one way, or they think they can do things one way. You're like, nope, that's not how it works. No matter what they try to tell you. So I think just educating people, having them have realistic expectations for what it actually entails purchasing a home, and you know, the market and all those things, it just helps things go a little smoother and helps people feel more confident that, one, they have someone working for them that knows what they're doing, but also someone that just has their back. I always explain to people, when we're going through offers, or even when we're just looking at properties, what things can we do to strengthen our offer, but what things are we doing to safeguard you? Because at the end of the day, the person making the huge financial investment is you. You worked so hard for that money. I don't want you to waste it, and I don't want you to feel like you made, you know, a decision based off of pressure or whatever it is. I want you to know you made an informed decision that you're confident in and you're happy with. So just educating people in every single way. And if there's something I don't know, I have someone that knows it. I have an attorney, I have a lender, I have a financial advisor, I have somebody that can help you. So don't be afraid to reach out. And shameless plug, if you are I don't know when this is getting posted, but if you are looking to buy and you're just kind of lost in the sauce, you don't know where to go, you have too many questions, you've seen too many things online, me and Monique are hosting a free first-time homebuyer seminar here in Stoughton at La Stalla Restaurant on December 13th at 6 p.m. It's free. There's going to be raffles, prizes, activities, food, everything. There's going to be lenders and attorneys that we work with, some best of the best, where you can ask us all the questions that you need and learn about the home buying process so that you can decide, is this the right choice for you? And when you do make that choice, we're here for you every single step of the way. So
Be there or be square.
please, it's literally free.
And now I have to make sure I post this before December 13th.
Post it on the 12th. No, but yeah, I think that I honestly think sellers and buyers are not as different as people think. We're all humans who think we can just get what we want. The buyer wants to get the most concessions and this and that, and the seller wants the most money. Everyone wants the most discount or price. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you just have to inform people. You just have to educate people, and that's what makes the process go a lot smoother.
Okay. So, what would you say in this market separates a buyer who's successful from a buyer who struggles?
Honestly, I think a lot of agents just think that, I'm going to say this because I've been on the listing side. A lot of agents think that they can send you an offer, and if it's 30-day close and asking price, they're going to get it. But that's not always the case. There's so many more. I don't want to give the sauce away, but there's so many layers to a sale. And I think people just get lost in like the numbers and the contracts and the houses and this and that. At the end of the day, we're dealing with people. And you got to think about what the people want, not what you think is good. So again, I don't want to give too much away, and give away my sauce because I be winning those multiple offer scenarios. But
So basically what she's saying is if you really want to know, call her and work with her if you're a buyer. And if you're an agent trying to figure out how to get your offers accepted,
come join Xander.
Come join Xander
and I'll let you know.
Be her mentee and we'll get you figured out.
Yes, I'll get you figured out. Yeah, but the biggest thing, just remember you're working with people. No matter which side you're on, no matter if you're the professional or the client, be mindful of people.
For sure.
You're a person, they're a person.
For sure. Okay, so what is one system or habit that you swear by that helps you manage motherhood, production, and personal life?
Okay, I don't want to plug any sponsors that aren't paying, but there's a calendar app. And it may or may not be from Google. But I swear it's so simple. Put it in your damn calendar. I'm sorry, just put it in your calendar. Do not forget about it. Don't set and forget. But every single day, this is what I was telling my mentees in a training we did a while ago about just staying organized and everything. Every single day before you wake up and before you go to sleep, check your calendar. Avoid double bookings, set your appointments, know exactly what you're going to do the next day. If there's too much space in the calendar, you know what you're going to go do, you're going to go work. So just use a calendar, stay organized, stay on top of it, and it's that simple. It's really that simple. Hold yourself accountable.
I'm glad that you chose the calendar. So what I want to say is if someone shadowed you for a day,
yeah,
what would surprise them about, what would surprise them the most about how you move, work, and operate?
Probably how much I drive. I hate driving, but I'm always on the freaking road. No, but...
And that's funny, because you really do hate driving.
I hate driving, y'all. I swear, you'll know when I hit the lottery or something, because I'll have a chauffeur.
There will be signs.
Because I do not want to drive. Yeah, there will be signs. So anyways... no, I think the biggest thing is probably how much I squeeze into one day. I never feel like 24 hours is enough and that I'm not doing enough, but my calendar is spoken for every single day. My schedule is always spoken for.
Yeah, I don't think you're a person that has ever turned down an opportunity that we've put in front of you.
Yeah. Show up for work. We had a conversation about that earlier too. Just do the work. Just do it. Even when you don't want to do it, just do it. But yeah, I think the most surprising thing is just how much I'm actually doing.
You make it look easy.
I try. I think a lot of people get into this field again because they're like, oh, it's flexible. And this field is marketed a lot towards part-timers or busy moms or this and that. And it's just not. It's really not. There's so much work that goes into it that people don't see. And you just have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is... Well, actually, no. So you're known for being extremely hands-on with your clients. Definitely just kind of how you explained and how you tailor the things. But can you give us a little bit more insight to how you would tailor it for different personality types or different situations?
Listen, I don't want to be repetitive, but yeah, education is a big part. But you have to realize again that you're in a people business and you're not going to get along with everybody as much as you would like to. But at the end of the day, you are the professional. So sometimes you have to humble yourself a little bit and you just have to kind of sit down and think, okay, how do I get across to this person without, I don't want to say like offending somebody, but essentially offending somebody. There's some personality types that you work with that put up a wall. And they don't trust you, whether they've seen the proof that they can trust you or not. So you really have to analyze who you are working with and how to approach them and how to get through to them, because I want every single one of my clients to know I am on their side. I am fighting for them no matter what that looks like.
It's you and them versus the problem.
Yes. And sometimes it's really hard to convey that to every single personality type. But you have to just be careful with like how you're putting things and how you're saying things and how you're talking to people, because not everyone takes the same piece of information the same way.
That lets me know that you listened and paid attention when we've done our personality
and
trainings.
Mr. Coach Bell really emphasizes every single week in our mentorship coaching calls about personality types. A lot of the problems that we express to him, he's like, okay, what kind of personality type do you think they have? And I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't think about it as hard as I should have. And
You right,
sometimes it
coach.
just is that simple. But yeah, you have to remember this is a consumer driven business. Um, and again, I've been saying this whole like episode, but people, just remember you're working with people. And remember the place that they're coming from too, you know? And the more you know about a person, the easier it is to kind of know how to work with them.
Oh, for sure. And the more
You know?
the more you know about personality types,
Yeah.
helps you understand that. So if you don't know about personality types, take the time, do some research, find the
Yeah.
training, find your broker, your manager, have the conversation.
It's all relationship building. It's all, you know,
Amen.
it's
So, what is something that your clients say about you at the closing or after closing that lets you know that you're doing something
yeah.
right?
So I ask all my clients for a testimony or a Google review or a Zillow review, and I use those not just obviously to market myself, but to actually take that back into my business and see what things maybe I have to work on or what things are my strengths I can, you know, make even stronger. And one common theme that I see from a lot of my clients, especially buyers, is that education piece. That I always answer their questions and I always get back to them. I'm easy to reach. And that's something that I'm very proud of because I'm personally someone who really values education, knowing what I'm talking about. I never want to come across as I don't know something, but I also never want to misinform. And you're kind of walking on that line a lot in this field.
I
So
think it's also because you've been a teacher since you was like 12.
I was. So yeah, background. I used to work in childcare since I was 14, and I was teaching preschool from 18 to 22. So that I carry that a lot in my role here, and I think that definitely shows if you look back on this episode now.
Yeah.
But to go back to our question is, yeah, a lot of my clients just say that I'm easy to reach and I always answer all their questions, and that's at the end of the day what I want to do. And I tell people all the time, like, I'm not really looking to work with everyone. You know what I mean? I don't need to work with everyone, but I do want to educate everyone, and I want people to feel like they're making informed decisions, whether that's with me or it's not with me.
1000%. Because I think more educated buyers or sellers make for a better market, similar to why I think more educated agents
Yeah.
make for a better workplace. Or
And I
better
hate to
market.
be repetitive, but I feel like that's the whole theme behind all of this. Whether you're in sales or you're in education or you're in nursing or whatever, you're working with people in every single field and you're there to educate and provide.
1000%. Okay, so what does success look like for you now versus before becoming a mom?
It's a little bit consistent, actually. I think it's always been in my goals to be a mom ever since I was little, and I would play with 100 baby dolls at a time. Like I ran an orphanage or something. And I used to play businesswoman. So I really feel like I'm taking on all my dreams, my childhood dreams. But no, generational wealth is still that goal. And like I said, that's everybody's goal, but you have to want to work for it. I think it's just more real now because she's here and I don't have a choice now. You know what I mean? Before it was like, okay, if it happens, it happens. I'm working towards it. Now it's like, no, you got to get your stuff together and actually do.
For
You
sure.
know?
For sure.
Yeah, I think my goals are still the same. They're just bigger and I want to achieve them faster.
Understood. Okay, so has your definition of balance changed over the last 12 months?
Yeah. Again, shout out moms, because I never knew how demanding of a job that was. Listen, I used to think real estate was a hard job. Being a mom has to be the hardest job on the planet, and my daughter is only 4 months old, so I know it's just gonna get harder. She doesn't do that much right now, you know? Balance is a whole new thing because babies are not as predictable as one would think. And my whole life now revolves around her, whether people like that or not. She's my number one priority always. So I have to shape work around her schedule, even time for myself, even if it's, plucking my eyebrows or getting my nails done. I have to go around her schedule. And I know it gets to a point where that's a little bit easier once they're in school and stuff. But right now, again, she's only 4 months old. So I'm still figuring out what does that look like. But I've still had to put boundaries in place where, okay, this is mommy's work time and somebody else got to deal with her because I have to provide for her. So the balance is so different. Before I was able to kind of just, do whatever. I ran on my own schedule, my own beat, and it's just not the case anymore. And kudos to moms because it's hard, but I have to figure it out and do it for her. And I think I'm slowly but surely getting more of a hang of it. So I think now, people are seeing
you're
that.
doing a good job. And,
I try.
If you ever need anything from us, let us know.
Yes, of course.
So, what advice would you give to an agent right now that is feeling stuck or unsure about how to elevate their production?
I think the biggest thing, again, I hate to be repetitive, but you just have to put in the work. I think a lot of people think that if they're on their computer all day and they're, building their website or they're posting on social media or they're talking to, 2 leads a day that they're working, that's called busy work. That's called passively working. You're not putting in the sweat and tears that it requires for this job to actually work for you. So you have to be surrounded by a team full of resources that want to help you, like here at Xander, and that's not even just a plug, like that is true. You can't do this alone. I think that's why people get into this job, because they can build their own business, but you still can't do it alone. You need a team. You need a mentor. My biggest advice to any agent, get a mentor. Your mentor has a mentor, okay? Everyone needs a mentor, or they should. Everyone needs a mentor because you can't do it alone. You can't.
You can't. No, you definitely. I love that. Everybody needs a mentor. I got a mentor. So we're in coaching.
Our coach has a coach.
Yeah.
And he's like, he does not need a coach, but he needs a coach.
The number one coach in the industry
has a coach. It just keeps going. But the biggest things. Get a mentor and put in the work. If you think that you're doing work and you're working hard enough, you're not.
Yeah.
There's always somebody working harder.
Amen.
So.
And they're trying to come take your spot.
Yeah. And you got to get out of your own head too. Like, sometimes I get it. You get tired. You get drained. It can be emotionally, physically, mentally exhausting, this job. But you got to sit there with yourself and think about the bigger picture and be like, do I want that? Okay, I gotta keep going. I gotta push myself. And it's hard because we're in this kind of like weird like culture now where it's like, oh, soft life and this and that. I'm sorry. If you're not where you want to be at in life, you don't deserve a soft life.
I'm with you.
I wish we could all have a soft life. How nice would that be? But that's not the world that we live in. I'm sorry, it's not the world that we live in. So work a little bit harder and then you can enjoy your soft life. And not to say like miss on fun things and don't take time for yourself and whatever. You can't just work all the time. That's unhealthy. You know what I mean? There has to be a balance. Yes. But you should not be on a boat 5 days a week if you are struggling to pay your rent. Come on, just do.
And you should make your calls if you're struggling to pay your rent. I think just do the work.
Just do the work. So, you'll thank yourself later.
1,000%.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get out of here, I do want to know, what are you excited for in the near future? We got 2026 coming ahead. Obviously, there's been so many changes in your life, personally, professionally. What are you excited for? What are you looking forward to? What's next? What's on the horizons?
I just think 2026 is going to be an even bigger year for a lot of us, not just me. And I'm just excited to see what that holds. I plan to help a lot more people, educate a lot more people, buy a lot more houses, and just do bigger and better things. And I think we kind of all feel that shift coming. It's in the market, it's in the air, it's in the social media, it's all the things I told you not to listen to earlier, but they're all pointing towards something that's going to be great.
It's either going to be very massive and amazing, or it's going to rock our world.
I think still it'll be a good thing if it rocks our world, because it's going to make a lot of us work harder, and it's going to pull out the weeds, you know what I mean? It's going to take out those who have been kind of just getting by since this COVID market, and I
can't wait for that. I think I was just talking about this earlier. We were talking about it with Coach. there needs to be some pruning. There's a lot of people that are in the industry that have to get out. I'm talking to you. Like, if your heart ain't in it, you're not really about this, go find something else to do, because you're devaluing the profession. You're making it harder for me. Like I was just saying, like y'all are just traffic in the road. Like
we're in a very oversaturated industry. We are, and it's hard to stand out.
But that's why consumers don't. That's why consumers have a misconception about us, what our job description even is, how we approach our business, and what we put into it. So please take it serious. Please understand that, again, it's an art form. Not for me not to be repetitive, but it's an art form. There's a science to it. Please respect the profession and really try. Because if you do, you'll not only change your life, you'll impact others, you'll change other people's lives, and you'll educate a community, whether it be yours or any of the communities out here. But you got to really take it serious. And I think that is... That writing is on the wall, so I'm glad you said pruning is going to happen. It has to happen, whether it's here on our team. Trust me, not everybody's making it into 2026, but just period as far as the industry goes.
And I think, too, like, it's not even just agents who have, like, just been, like, you know, here and there, and they're not fully in it. It's even, like, some of the top producers. Like, not everyone in this field is ethical. Not everyone is doing things the right way. And I think a crazy year is what's going to help us kind of hone back in on the people who do care and try to do things the right way and actually are passionate about this. They're in it for the people and not the money and not the fame and not the whatever else comes with this field, you know?
Amen.
So I'm ready for 2026 to rock us. I'm ready.
Let's get it.
I got my fighting gloves on.
So is this a yearly thing, or are we going to do another one of these before the year's up?
No, I think it's a yearly thing.
It's a yearly thing? So
we can reflect on the whole year.
So I can only get you on the podcast once a year?
This specific episode, yes. But we can have in-between episodes about other topics, yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay? Cool. Y'all will see me again, I know.
That's all. Just, if you're watching, you made it to this point, put it in the comments. Tell her we need more, okay? Because she has a lot of insight, a lot of personality that you guys need to see. And I don't think we talked about this together, but depending on my mood, because at the time, I was very gung-ho and ready to go. Now, we'll see. I got some people I got to talk to.
Yeah.
But did you know we might be getting a TV show?
A TV show?
Yeah.
Guys. Do you know another one of my childhood dreams?
You should have told me.
No, okay. I don't really care for fame and all that, but I think a TV show would just be crazy.
So we've met with the production company twice so far. We've had our attorney meet with them, as well as some of our sponsor partners and things like that. So we're trying to figure it out and finalize it.
We have a lot of agents you guys would like. Yeah. People say I'm fun to work with. That's the other thing. They say I'm fun, so...
Yeah, you alright. Nah, but definitely wanted to put that on your radar, because that's one thing that I would say I'm excited for, is if we actually can get everything finalized and really get this thing moving. That is something that will be massive, amazing, and rock our world.
I'm ready. As long as they don't give us, like, scripts like, you'll get a cat fight and...
Nah, it's more reality style. Like, think...
If y'all see me fighting with Monique or anybody, it's not real.
Yeah, just know it's contrived. That's cool. We giving y'all fake drama. That's cool. But
that's my people's.
That's my people's. Think like owning Manhattan.
Okay, cool.
Stuff like that. A little bit more reality, but obviously focus on showing the business and how we actually work. But now I'm
excited for people to see how real estate actually is.
Oh, yes.
Actually is.
But now I am going to try to manufacture a beef between you and Monique. Yo, 1 and 2, what y'all doing?
Listen, guys.
I think I did that last time at Friendsgiving. I was trying to instigate a beef.
It doesn't work between us. It doesn't work. We be beefing with each other about dumb stuff, though. She was texting me yesterday. She's like, where's the video for the seminar? I'm like, I'm sorry. I've been taking care of a baby all day. Please don't kill me. I sent her a video today. I'm like, I hope she likes it.
She'll be all right. I don't even know if she's here today. So
she's here. I heard her.
Oh, she's here? Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, shout out to you, Mom.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching. Please keep an eye out for the next episode and our in-between episodes. And if you got any questions or anything, if you feel like you need some help or some support, whether you're a buyer, seller, or an agent, or just anybody in the industry, please reach out. We love to make connections. We love to make new friends. And as you can see, we love to share information.
If you want the juice, contact us. I wasn't trying to give too much free juice away in this episode. So if y'all think I could emphasize a little more, it's because I want you to call me.
Word.
Okay? Bye.
Thank you.